Bless up again, my viewers and subscribers. Welcome back to another channel update and upload. Good morning to each and everyone. Give thanks and praise to be above ground on this wonderful Monday morning. Kids going to school, people going back to work. Yeah, man, we have to say give God thanks and praise. Curfew imposed in Manchester recently extended. The curfew that was imposed in a section of Manchester have been extended. The curfew begins at 7:10 p.m. on Sunday, March 23rd and will remain in effect until 7:10 p.m. on Tuesday, March 25th. Williamsfield Police Area. The boundaries of the curfew are north, east along the imaginary line from Royal Flat Road to an area of Bartley Town community. East, south along the imaginary line from the northern boundary of Bettletown community to an area of vegetation in the hillside community. South, westerly along the imaginary line from the area of vegetation at the eastern boundary at the hillside community to the area of vegetation in the Rentland Street community. West, northerly along the imaginary line from the southern boundary at the Redland community to northern border of Royal Christiana Police area. The boundaries of the curfew for the Christiana Police area follows northeast along the imaginary from the Craighead community 10 kilometer to the area of vegetation at Silent Hill in the parish. East, south along the imaginary line continue for 1.5 kilometer from the northern boundary to an area of vegetation at the Silent Hill community. Southwest along the imaginary line from the eastern boundary continue for 10 km to a section of the main road Craighead. West northly along the imaginary line from a southern boundary continue for 1 kilometers from the northern boundary bordered by Troy District, Trelawney. During the hours of the curfew, all persons within the boundaries of the curfew are required to remain indoors unless authorized by a person in charge of enforcing the curfew. Elderly man, latest road crash fatality in St. Mary. The St. Mary police are probing the third fatal road crash in a span of 6 days, with a 74-year-old man become the latest victim in a two-vehicle banged up on the Prospect Main Road on Saturday. The deceased is 74-year-old Ronald Sheffer of Tower Isle, St. Mary. Reports are that about 1:30 p.m., a white Toyota Corolla driven by him was reportedly merging into the left lane from the south shoulder. However, the moreover proved fatal when an oncoming white Toyota Axio slammed into the Corolla's right side. Shafir suffered several injuries and was rushed to the Sentence Bay Regional Hospital, where he succumbs to his injuries. The impact was less severe for a passenger in the Axia who sustained only minor leg injuries and was treated and released from hospital. It was the third motor vehicle crash to occur in St. Mary last week. On Monday the 30th, a 30-year-old laborer, Marvel Scott of Hindstown, Senton, died from a three-vehicle crash on Tower Hill Main Road at about 12 p.m. The police said Scott was driver of a white 2012 Toyota Corolla Axia motor car that was involved in the collision. 3 other persons were hospitalized. 48 hours later, the unidentified man died as a result of injuries he sustained in a motor vehicle crash along the Hagwalta Val Main Road in St. Mary early on Wednesday. So viewers, watch your video today.